Hello folks, welcome back to the latest home video review from us here at FlickDirect, and today's home video review is of one of my favorite movies of all time. Specifically, this is in my top 10 favorite movies of all time, and that is Whiplash in 4K. So if you guys did not see Whiplash in theaters, first of all, you missed out because this film is just absolutely incredible in every sense of the word. In Whiplash, we follow Andrew Neiman, who is played by Miles Teller, who is at this really well-known jazz musician school, essentially, and he wants to be the next great jazz drummer. In order to do so, he feels like he needs to be under the teachings or under the followings of Terence Fletcher, played by J.K. Simmons, who at first he idolizes, he really wants to be under his wing, but when it gets to his first rehearsal to him, turns out all is not as it seems. So Whiplash, to give you all my quick review of this movie, I think this is a perfect movie. When I first saw this movie, I felt like I was under a spell, and ever since I've seen this movie, I still feel like I'm under its spell. I rewatched this movie just last night. Within the opening drumming sounds, I got goosebumps, and the final scene in this movie is still, if you ask me, honestly, it's one of the best movie endings I have ever seen. The performances are absolutely incredible from Miles Teller, J.K. Simmons, who rightfully won the Oscar. Damien Chazelle's direction is absolutely amazing. The editing is 100% precise. Like, it cuts at just the right moments, and the cinematography is absolutely amazing to look at. And this, not to mention, has one of my favorite sequences ever in a movie. But anyways, getting right into the audio and video quality. Starting off with the video quality, Whiplash in 4K is presented on an aspect ratio of 2.40 by 1. This was a movie that I was really unsure of how they would upscale this to 4K because this was originally a 2K movie on Blu-ray. But I gotta tell you guys, Whiplash in 4K looks absolutely incredible. Obviously, when it comes to the HDR stuff, Whiplash, if you have seen it, sticks to a very teal/orange color palette. And I will say for the most part though that the HDR really does make that look even better, especially with the opening sequence. In particular, one thing I noticed was that, I don't know if they changed this or if they recolored it for the HDR specifically, but I remember the first time I saw this movie, when Fletcher introduces himself to Andrew, he was all shadowed up, and then when he entered the limelight, the way how he is lit made it seem like he was another presence in general in Andrew Neiman's place. But in terms of the first rehearsal scene, it's very well lit. When you're seeing Andrew in his first class, I love how the colors and how the lights shine in, especially since it's in 4K. The details look absolutely amazing, and key close-ups, especially when you see the details in Andrew's face, and especially when you see the very first rehearsal scene with Fletcher. You can see the smallest details of those drums. It looks absolutely incredible. When you see one particular shot that goes like this over Andrew, seeing how the light just appears, it just gives me goosebumps every time. And now getting into the audio quality, Whiplash in 4K is presented on a Dolby Atmos track, and my god, wow. The more that was building up in the beginning, the more that it just crept on me. And not to mention, the dialogue sounds very clear, everything sounds well made. The final scene in general just, oh my god, it blew me away even more so. And there is one scene in particular, you guys will probably know what it is if you've seen it, but Andrew is trying to rush to get to a competition in time, and let's say it involves a bus. Definitely takes advantage of the surround sound, and if you have a Dolby Atmos set like I mentioned before, you will hear the percussions really, really nice. With the soundscape sounds absolutely amazing, and honest to God, cannot praise this movie enough. Getting into the special features, Whiplash doesn't really have a lot included in its 4K release. What we do have, however, just a little fun fact for you guys. Before Whiplash was a full-length film, Damien Chazelle pitched it as a short film. I can't remember how long it was. And it's a really good short film, by the way. If you guys want to see it, it's included. There's also a couple of deleted scenes. There's some interviews. There's also an interview with Damien Chazelle, J.K. Simmons, and Miles Teller, and it runs at about 8 minutes. So all in all, guys, what we have here is, if you ask me, a perfect movie. Everything about this movie is flawless. There's not a single thing that I dislike about the film. Incredible video quality, some amazing audio quality with some pretty good special features. But guys, if you haven't seen Whiplash, pick this movie up right now. I hope you guys enjoyed our home video review of Whiplash. If so, please hit that like button, also share, and don't forget to hit those subscribe notification bells whenever the latest video from us goes live. If you guys want to see any of our previous 2 home video reviews, please click either right there or there. And of course, until our next home video review, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, guys.